Hello, everyone. Welcome to Cryptocurrency Foundation 101. Understanding cryptocurrencies, the currency of the Internet. As the founder of MonieStorm, I'm excited to guide you through the dynamic world of digital money. Think of this as a friendly tour through a new city where cash flows online. A quick note: I'm not a financial advisor. This is for educational purposes only, so always do your own research. Today, we're covering the basics. Think of it as reading the manual for a shiny new gadget. For more, check out my website, MonieStorm, or follow us on Twitter, links below. I believe we're in the first inning of the cryptocurrency revolution, with endless opportunities ahead. While Bitcoin, the father of cryptocurrencies, kicked things off in 2009, the party is just getting started. Don't miss what could be the greatest wealth-building opportunity of our lifetime. Let's go ahead and dive in. Welcome to your crypto adventure roadmap. Think of it as the table of contents for a wild digital novel. Here's our roadmap for the next 20 minutes. I'll preview what's hot in crypto as of May 2025. We'll touch on the basics of cryptocurrencies, unravel blockchain technology, and explore crypto as a booming investment asset. We'll look at market trends, adoption stats, and how to value and buy coins. I'll break down crypto categories, use cases, and share my top 5 picks for 2025. Plus, I'll toss in some great resources to keep learning. Don't worry, I've got humor to keep it light. Crypto can be tricky, like explaining TikTok to your grandparents. By the end, you'll feel ready to kickstart or boost your crypto journey with confidence. Let's get started. The chart on the left provides a timeline of the evolution of the Internet, starting with Web 1.0, Web 2.0, and Web 3.0. Let's take a quick trip through the Internet's evolution. Back in the 90s, we had Web 1.0, the static web. Think clunky browsers like Netscape, the early days of Google searches, and Amazon as a fledgling online bookstore. This era, from 1991 to 2003, was all about basic websites and the birth of e-commerce. Then came Web 2.0, roughly from 2004 to 2010, which brought the Internet to life. Social media exploded. Hello, Instagram obsession. Smartphones became our sidekicks, and cloud computing made everything faster and more connected. Now we're in the era of Web 3.0, which kicked off around 2010 and is still evolving. Powered by AI, decentralized data, and blockchain, Web 3.0 is like the Internet all grown up, ready to revolutionize finance and beyond. Let's dive into the tech behind cryptocurrency. Blockchain. Picture blockchain as a digital ledger, a super secure diary that no one, not even your nosy sibling, can mess with. It's the backbone of cryptocurrency, and it's changing how we think about the Internet. Here are the highlights. Blockchain is a type of decentralized database. It differs from a typical database in the way it stores information. Blockchains store data in blocks that are then chained together. As new data comes in, it is entered into a fresh block. Once the block is filled with data, it is chained onto the previous block, which makes the data chained together in chronological order. The data is confirmed through a consensus method, for example, proof of work, proof of stake, proof of history. Different types of information can be stored on a blockchain, but the most common use so far has been as a ledger for transactions. Decentralized blockchains are immutable, which means that the data entered is irreversible. Blockchains can enable decentralized platforms which require a cryptocurrency. Hence, the birth of cryptocurrency and the currency of the Internet. Now, let's get to the juicy stuff. Crypto as a new investment asset class. This table shows us how cryptocurrencies stacks up against traditional assets. The global stock market is worth $110 trillion, real estate $380 trillion, and derivatives, hold onto your hats, $1 quadrillion. Crypto, a mere $2.6 trillion as of April 2025, with Bitcoin hogging 61% of that pie. Here's the kicker. Crypto is the first asset where regular folks like us got in before the big banks. It's like beating Wall Street to the punch at a buffet. But with great power comes great volatility. Crypto's tiny size means big swings. Over the next few years, expect more money to flow into crypto as Web 3.0 grows. Not financial advice, just a heads up. So, who's actually using crypto? The best way to show where we are in the adoption of this new asset class is via the technology adoption life cycle. Jeffrey A. Moore wrote, "Crossing the Chasm" back in the early 2000s that describes the adoption of technology. Looking at cryptocurrencies, we are part of the early adopters as shown in the diagram. As of May 2025, 6.8% of the world, over 560 million people, own crypto. That's like the population of Europe jumping on the bandwagon. The UAE leads with 25.3% ownership, followed by Singapore, Vietnam, and the US at 15.6%. There are over 17,000 cryptocurrencies out there, but, spoiler alert, 99% won't survive. It's like the Hunger Games of coins. We're still early in the adoption cycle, as Jeffrey Moore's Crossing the Chasm suggests. Think of it as crypto being the cool new kid in school, popular but not yet prom king. Disclaimer: I'm not advising you to buy, just explaining the trend. The list shares the market capitalization starting in year 2013 through 2024, providing the numbers behind this adoption boom. The crypto market cap has skyrocketed from $10.6 billion in 2013 to $3.6 trillion by the end of 2024. That's a wild ride. Peaks like 2021's $2.26 trillion and dips like 2018's $128 billion show crypto's roller coaster nature. A former Goldman Sachs exec predicts a $300 trillion market cap in a decade. Imagine that. And here's the fun part. Retail investors like you and me are ahead of the institutions. It's like we snuck into the VIP section before the bouncers noticed. Not financial advice, just history in the making. Let's talk performance. Crypto's been a wild beast. As you can see, this market has huge ups and downs. In 2013, it soared 5,000%, but 2018, ouch, a 79% drop. 2024 was solid with a 101% gain, boosted by Bitcoin's halving in April. However, since 2014, the market grew 58,991%. No, that's not a typo. It's the best performing asset class ever. Compare that to the S&P performance of 219.76% during that same period. Bitcoin halvings, which cut mining rewards, often spark price surges. It's like crypto's version of a Black Friday sale. Supply shrinks, demand goes nuts. But volatility is real, so don't bet your grandma's cookie jar. I'm not a financial advisor, just crunching numbers. Okay, how do we figure out what a crypto is worth? Here are 3 capabilities to evaluate. First, evaluate the business case. What problem does it solve, and how many people care? Second, check the management team. Are they rock stars or just hype machines? Third, understand Metcalfe's law. The value of a network grows with the square of its users. If a crypto has 10 users, its value is 100, 100 users, 10,000. It's math with swagger. Think of it like valuing a social app. If nobody's on it, it's worthless. A strong use case, team, and network effect make a crypto shine. Probably the biggest takeaway from this presentation is the value of the network is stored in the cryptocurrency. For applications like Facebook and Web 2.0, the value was with the company and they monetized their company through selling advertising. In Web 3.0, the value is in the blockchain stored in the cryptocurrency. Remember, this very well could be the greatest wealth transfer ever for the little guy. Here are my top 4 platforms I recommend to purchase cryptocurrencies. It includes Coinbase, which is a publicly held company, Bitstamp, which has been around since 2011, I Trust Capital, where you can set up a retirement account like a Roth or IRA, and Uphold, which is one of the best platforms for buying and holding your coins. Back in the early days, you would always move your cryptos to your own wallet off the exchanges. But over the past few years, the exchanges have implemented top-of-the-line storage features, making it more secure than moving them to your own wallet. It's like online shopping, but instead of sneakers, you're buying digital gold. Be cautious. Scams are real, so stick to reputable platforms. Now, how do you actually buy crypto? The process is quite easy. You'll need a crypto exchange like any one of the 4. Step 1. Sign up and verify your identity. Platform use what's called Know Your Customer identification methods. Be prepared to provide identification of some kind. Step 2. Deposit funds, think dollars or euros. This will fund your purchase. Step 3. Buy your crypto, like Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum, or any other cryptos supported by the platform. Each platform has its own supported cryptos, so do your homework on which ones each platform supports. Step 4. Store it in a digital wallet. It is that easy. Remember that each cryptocurrency has its own unique address. There are ways to gain exposure to cryptocurrencies through traditional platforms like Fidelity and Schwab. Grayscale offers a range of investment products, primarily structured as trusts, that provide exposure to single cryptocurrencies or diversified baskets of digital assets. It's a less hands-on way to dip your toes in, but research the fees and risks. Again, MonieStorm.com has resources. Not financial advice, just another option. Crypto isn't just Bitcoin. This lists the many flavors of cryptocurrencies. You've got store-of-value coins like Bitcoin, smart contract platforms like Ethereum, and stablecoins like Tether that stay pegged to $1. There are also privacy coins like Monero, meme coins like Dogecoin. Yes, the dog meme made billions. And metaverse tokens for virtual worlds. There are cross-border cryptos that will facilitate the transfer of funds instantaneously across countries within seconds and do it cheaply. Think about that game changer for cryptos like XRP and XLM. Each has a unique job, like tools in a toolbox. Want fast cross-border payments? Try Ripple. Building apps? Ethereum's your jam. It's a crypto smorgasbord. Not financial advice, just a menu. Let's zoom in on what crypto actually does. This list highlights killer use cases. These will be the catalyst for the upcoming bull market. Let's examine. Ripple's XRP makes cross-border payments lightning fast and cheap. Sorry, Western Union. Ethereum's smart contracts automate everything from loans to supply chains. Stellar's XLM is great for peer-to-peer payments, like Venmo on steroids. And DeFi? It's like a bank in your pocket, letting you lend or borrow without a middleman. Tokenization on Solana lets you own a slice of a house or a digital Picasso. Crypto's solving real problems with a side of cool. Not financial advice, just use cases. Here's where I share my top 5 cryptocurrencies, the cool kids of the crypto world. Here is the breakdown. XRP. Built for cross-border payments, it's fast and cheap. Ripple's got 65 billion coins in circulation, with more in escrow. Ethereum, ETH. The king of smart contracts, now eco-friendlier with proof of stake. Bitcoin, BTC. The OG crypto, a store of value rivaling gold. Only 21 million coins ever. Hedera Hashgraph, HBAR. Super fast for apps like micropayments or supply chains. And finally, Stellar, XLM, another cross-border champ, partnered with MoneyGram for cheap transfers. These are my faves, but do your own research. Crypto's not a popularity contest. I'm not a financial advisor, just sharing my picks. Want to keep learning? I recommend reading 3 Steps to Quantum Wealth by Linda P. Jones. It's like the crypto version of One Up on Wall Street, the classic by investing legend Peter Lynch. This book dives into how crypto can supercharge wealth creation. Returns have been 20 times higher than stocks. It also covers protecting your gains, which is key in this volatile space. Grab it, read it, and level up your crypto game. Find more resources at MonieStorm.com. Not financial advice, just a book tip. I bring over 25 years of experience as a management consultant, having worked with top firms like McKinsey & Company and Arthur Andersen, where I implemented enterprise information technology solutions for Fortune 500 companies. Alongside my career, I've always been passionate about investing. I founded MonieStorm to equip individuals with the knowledge and tools to confidently explore the dynamic world of cryptocurrency. As a cryptocurrency investor and advocate since 2016, I'm committed to sharing my expertise. I also offer personalized one-on-one coaching. Sign up on my website for more details. We've now wrapped up our crypto crash course. Thank you for joining me on this dive into the currency of the internet. I hope this material has been valuable for your journey in this space. One final reminder. I'm not a financial advisor, so always conduct your own research.